Hello everybody, welcome back to Cooking Healthy with Chef Gilou. First of all, I just want to give everybody a big thank you. I have over 600 followers now, so that's pretty exciting. So thank you so much, I really appreciate that. So today we're going to talk about cauliflowers and what can we do with it. So I'm going to show you to make some rice. I'm going to show you to make couscous and make a tabbouleh salad with it. I'm going to show you to make tortillas, and I'm going to show you to make a pizza too. So we got a lot to do today, so I'm just going to get going. So I know some of you ask, like, how do you cut a cauliflower? Well, the easiest way is you start with the bottom there. You just go and go around like this. You're gonna get the leaf out of the way. Then you go again. Just keep going in circle until the bottom part comes out. And you just remove the last leaf. Everything else there can be eaten, so there's no waste. Okay? So first I'm going to show you with the rice, and so it's not too mushy. I'm just going to show you to cut it, not how to cook it. Okay. A few pieces, so I'm going to keep that for the tortilla. All I do, so I have one of those RoboCoupe, and the secret is you don't want to put too much in it, otherwise it's gonna mush. It will take too long to cut everything. Okay, so I will show you how much I put in there. So has anyone done the salad dressing yet? Did you enjoy it? If you could put anything in a comment. Have you done the mayonnaise or the salad dressing? What did you think of it? Let me know, I'd like to know. So there. See, you don't want to fill it to the top. That's even maybe just like maybe 1/3 of it. Just a few pulses should be enough. Oops. Can't see me. Yes, I'm still here. So you see, if you start taking too long, stop it. Just remove the big piece. That's the way your rice, like I like it, not too small. So, seems I'm not gonna use it today. You don't want to keep it in a fridge if you're not going to use it right away. Just freeze it, and that way it's there for when you want it. So as anyone, dressing was delish. The crackers were amazing. Well, it's awesome. Muriel. Yes, Muriel. So I have a joke. When I was a kid, I really didn't like cauliflower, and there was a joke, I don't know if you know, so in French, cauliflower is chou-fleur, but we also have a dessert called chou à la crème. And so my mom's best friend, when I used to go, and her son is my best friend, and I would go there for lunch and say, are you coming, Gilles, for lunch today? I'm like, well, depends, what's for lunch? And she would say, well, we have chou today, but it will be chou-fleur, not chou à la crème. And we joke about that all the time. So there you have it, very simple. And so I do not boil it. When I make cauliflower rice, I just cook it in a pan directly. just a bit of oil in your pan and just saute it, and that's it. So you can put whatever seasoning you want, of course. So there you have it, cauliflower rice. So now I'm going to do the cauliflower to make the tortilla. So same process, just chop it, but I'm going to blend it way smaller, so it'll be more like a flour basically. Hello from New Orleans, awesome. I want to go to New Orleans one day. It's on my bucket list. So you see this time, way smaller. So when you do crust, use the cauliflower as a flour, basically, you have to cook it and you have to squeeze all the water out of it. So I will show you to do that after. This is hello from Ontario. We're not far from us. I mean on sound. I'm just gonna get noisy again like I did. Hello from France. Bonjour. Alright, I'm just going to tidy up the mess there. So I'm going to put everything in a glass bowl and I'm going to put it in the microwave. Because it will be a bit faster, but you can steam it. You can put it in the oven too on a cookie tray to dry out. But today, I'm just going to put it in the microwave for like 3-4 minutes, and you're going to see how much liquid is going to come out of it.
Someone is asking, is it possible to drain raw cauliflower rice, then create crust, and then bake it rather than cooking cauliflower first?
Isn't possible to do in raw cauliflower. Don't understand.
Can you do it raw rather than cooking it first?
Well, if you do it raw, it will be, the moisture will come out of it and it will make your crust all crumbly. Okay. So while this is in there, I'm going to show you how to make a nice tabbouleh salad. So for the salad, we got some diced cucumber, tomato, red onion, and green peppers. So this I made yesterday. So that's the couscous. So I make it. So that's the cauliflower that I make a bit smaller than the rice. And the same, I cook it a little bit and squeeze all the juice out of it. And then I mix some turmeric with it to give it the color of couscous. And then here I got meat and parsley, so don't worry about the measurement. I'll be posting the recipe later on this week. You'll be able to find it. You're gonna need some olive oil. Got some lemon juice. And I'm missing. And I like to put a bit of hazelnut. It's a Mid-Eastern spice.
Someone says hello from Lifebook, Emery Harrison.
Hello from Lifebook. Hello Lifebookers. Hello Wildfitters. All right. So first, I'm gonna make my dressing. So some olive oil. So for the cauliflower in microwave is good, like I put 2 minutes, then mix it, and then put it another 2 minutes. So the olive oil, and put some lemon juice, and some salt. I use of course throughout the cell, and then some nice cracked pepper. So for my cracked pepper, I like to mix like white, pink, green. I don't like just black pepper. I like to get the mixed pepper texture. You're gonna use microwave, or would you cook it? No. So if you don't use a microwave, you can steam it. Use a steamer, or you can just put it on a tray in an oven. Okay, and then a bit of hazelnut. I'm gonna mix it. So this is a salad I like to make in the summer because it goes very well with like barbecue lamb. Or any barbecue meat, and you have that on the side, is delicious. Now if you're vegetarian or vegan, what you can do, you can add chickpea to that salad and just have that as a salad like that. And then all you have to do now is mix everything. So here's my cauliflower couscous. Then here's my mix, so this is parsley and mint, half and half. And then all my diced vegetables. So again, there's cucumber, tomato, green pepper, and some red onion. And then just mix it well. Guess what I'm having for lunch?
Me too.
And then find a nice dish. Don't save those nice dishes for special occasions, just use them all the time. Why wait? And there you have it. Grain-free tabbouleh salad. can see me from there. So this is gonna go on a tablecloth, not a tablecloth, not a tablecloth,
Yeah,
just
kitchen towel.
a kitchen towel. And use a mitten because the water coming out is very, very hot, and you have to squeeze very, very hard. So hopefully you can see. Everybody see?
Yeah.
So, put your mitten on, fold your cloth, alright, and I'm going to show you the liquid come out of it. Actually, I could do that in front of you right there. So you see how much liquid is coming out? And if you don't do that step, your tortilla, they won't come out nice at all. Like I said, it's very hot, so make sure you have a mitten. There you go. See how much juice? So that's like almost like a cup, I would say, of juice that came out of the cauliflower. I'm gonna give it one more squeeze. Get to work those muscles too at the same time, so that's a good. There you go. I think. There. So as you can see, if you don't do that step, you'll be in trouble. So for the tortilla recipe, it's a very simple, it's just a couple of ingredients. So there was about 3/4 of a cauliflower head, and then you want 2 eggs. So I already mixed my eggs, and I put some lime, a bit of lime, and salt, pepper, and some fresh coriander too. So this now. And an advice, the first time I did this, I didn't wash the tea towel right away, and it gets very stinky. So make sure you rinse it off and wash it the same days. Alright, so now I'm just mixing my cauliflower flour with my eggs. So I got the oven going on. Convention at 375, and so there's 2 steps to do the tortilla. First you want to bake it for about 10 minutes on each side, and then when you're ready to use it, you heat it in a pan, and that will give it a nice little color. But today I'm just going to bake it and just show you how I do that.
Did you beat the eggs before you added them to the cauliflower flour?
Yeah, you beat the eggs, like you want to beat them like very, very, very well. Alright, so this is nicely mixed. So I like to use my silicone pad. You can find it in any kitchen store. It's very handy. I would recommend to invest in that. Like the more good tool you have in the kitchen, the more you will enjoy being in your kitchen and cooking. Like if you don't have the proper tool, then it might not be as enjoyable to be in your kitchen. So you want to make a little pile, like that. So you can make them the size you want. You can make them small or big. And you have to get in there with your finger. There's no other way around. So you just go in there and nicely flat here. The best part of cooking when you get to use your hand, I think. I like feeling texture. Oh, no, there was a big piece there. Just take that off. Alright, so those are your tortilla, and they're gonna go in the oven for 10 minutes now.
Oh, Alicia's here. Alicia Rose. Alicia? Hmm? Alicia Rose. Who used to work
Oh yeah.
for you? She's
Hi,
here.
Alicia. Can you imagine the smell? I tried to. It was horrible. Yes. Alright, so while the tortilla cooking, now we're gonna make a pizza dough. So I'm gonna use my food blender too to do that. So for the pizza dough, you're gonna need. So I made some yesterday of the flour already squeezed out and cold, not hot. So that's 4 ounces of it. So that's gonna go in my food processor. And then I got chia seed. So 2 tablespoons of chia seed. With 4 tablespoons of water, so it's already gooey. So I'm going to add that to my mix. Did I put the timer on? No. Yeah, don't forget to put your timer on. So this is going to go in a mix. That will give you a bit, you know, when the Italians make pizza and they put the semolina. They put semolina on it, that will remind you a bit of that texture. Then I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And of course some salt. 1 egg yolk.
What cheese is a replacement for egg?
Replacement for eggs, and you can use flax, make flax eggs. I think the measurement is 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed for 1 tablespoon of water, and that would be the equivalent of an egg. In this case, I'm only using the egg yolk. So the mixture is not too wet, but it has to be kind of wet. Alright, and I put a bit of active yeast too.
Nutritional yeast.
Sorry, nutritional yeast. Kind of like. And then if you want, you can put a bit of garlic powder, a bit of oregano in your crust. That's up to you. But I do put a bit just for taste. And the last ingredient will be half a cup of chickpea flour. All right. And then there it goes in a food processor. So you should end up with a semi-wet type of texture, almost. I would compare it to almost like cookie dough texture. Okay, and you're gonna see because is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make basically like a giant cookie dough, a giant cookie.
What's nutritional yeast in French?
I would have to look it up. I don't know what is nutritional yeast in French. It looks like flakes.
Oh, livre de bière. Oh,
Levure.
Levure de bière.
Levure de bière, peut-être.
Someone
Okay, so you're gonna end up with a texture like this. Like I say, very close to cookie dough. Now I'm gonna go check on my tortillas. So this is after 6 minutes, and you see it's gonna break if I try to move it, so you really want to leave it in there for 10 minutes before you flip it. So now I just need another tray. Another tray, so that's one of those mats again. Those are a bit different. And you're just gonna make a giant cookie. So put your dough in the middle there. And same, you want to slowly spread it. So is everybody having a nice hot summer? It's been very hot here. You can see me sweating. It's been like, yesterday was like 32 degrees. So see, you just want to spread it, and then after the thickness of it, that's up to you. I guess me, I like thin crust, so I'm gonna try to make it as thin as possible. And you want to make sure it's evenly, so when it cooks, you don't have part where like less uncooked. So take your time with that part. And then I like to go around and smooth the edge so they don't burn. So there you have it, pizza crust with no wheat. So that's gonna go in the oven. I would say last time I tried, I did like 6 minutes, then flip it, another 6 minutes, another 6 minutes, depending on how crispy you like it or not. But you have to flip it eventually. That magic is done. So that way you should end up. See a fairly nice texture. So that one I did yesterday. And then now we're gonna garnish it and make a pizza. So got a bit of tomato sauce. I don't like too much on mine. $50 degrees, where is that?
In BC.
Holy. Stay cool down there. Make sure you drink lots of water. Stay in the shade. And then I got some okay, so look like the tortillas might be ready to be flipped. And those, they keep well, they keep very well in a container in a fridge for a few days. So just go slowly. Oh, they're crumbling today.
You cook them on that wrap paper.
Well, today is a bit crumbly. Normally I think I blend the cauliflower even thinner than that. But they stick together. You just have to take your time to flip them. Because when they cook, they should stay together. And those are gonna go back in the oven for another 10 minutes. Put the timer for the pizza too. So for my pizza, because with that type of crust you have to pre-cook the crust, so then I pre-cooked my veg, so I did some roasted vegetables. So I got some zucchini from my garden, some mushroom, roasted green pepper, and red onion. And you can see, and I like to place everything nicely on it. So I'm gonna start with the zucchini.
Everybody's getting hungry here, Joe.
Oh yeah? Who's getting hungry?
Anyway.
Well, I know I'm gonna have food to eat after I'm done this live show.
So Alicia said that nutritional yeast is levure nutritionnelle
Yeah.
en français.
Levure nutritionnelle. So it's my peppers. And so, for the one of you who are not familiar with Wildfit principle, basically I don't really eat dairy product anymore, very, very rarely. So that kind of pizza will not have cheese on it, because I do not care for cheese anymore. Occasionally I might have a bit of Parmesan, so maybe that's something I will do like rarely. It's maybe great a bit of Parmesan on the top of the pizza at the end. But here I'm just going to put my vegetables. So if you're vegetarian, then this is what it would look like. I'm not vegetarian, so I'm going to add some prosciutto to it. And I use prosciutto not any other kind, because that seems to be the only type of cold cut who doesn't have sugar in it. So when you go to the store now, check the package, look at the ham, like all the cold cut, the sugar and everything, but prosciutto is just salt. And so my roasted vegetable, you probably seen post of me before with garlic scape, which is like the green garlic I make into a pesto. So I did mix the vegetable with a bit of oregano and a garlic scape pesto with it.
So I've had two people ask if you've released more weight.
Huh?
I've had two people ask if you've released more weight.
No, not yet. But I'm starting Monday. I'm doing the 90-day challenge again, this time as a coach in training. So if any of you would like to sign up, it's not too late. You have until Friday to sign up. But after I did the 90-day challenge, so part of Wildfit living is you want to experiment. So where you experiment, like you release weight when you go into spring, but I didn't go back into spring. I just experiment with summer season and fall season, and I've been experimenting with like wheat to see how I feel. So now I know if I eat wheat, then I just want to snack all day. I know when I experimented with dairy, and I get all stuffy again and stuff like that. So right now I'm not looking at raising weight, but I will this summer, I know for sure, because I will go back into spring again. So here's your nice pizza. Like I say, I'm gonna add prosciutto on it, and then because I got some fresh basil from the garden, so I will put a bit of fresh basil. I also love to grow arugula, so when the pizza is done, I will sprinkle some arugula and some fresh basil and put a few pieces of fresh prosciutto, and that's it for your cauliflower pizza crust. Now, just a few more minutes. So let's check on this one. How long it's been there?
It's 12:38.
Okay, so a bit longer than usual, but just to show you, that's your crust. Just flip it, and then we're gonna now regarding to weight too. It's like the weight also, like if you gain muscle, I might not lose weight, but I mean you can see with my figure it's quite different. I know my clothes, my waistline, like I release a lot of my waistline too. And yeah, so I hope you enjoy again that live cooking session with Chef Gilou. Like I say, if you like to know more about Wildfit, and if you like to sign up for the challenge starting on Monday, Eric will be the one hosting the challenge, like the founder of Wildfit. I will be just your coach if you sign up with me. So I'll be available from Monday to Friday during the 13 weeks to answer any of your questions and struggle and guide you through the 90-day challenge. So you can just PM me directly from Chef Gilou, or email me as askgilou@gmail.com if you would like more info on Wildfit or the 90-day challenge starting on Monday. And again, thank you again. Please share my page, 600 followers already. I'm over the moon. This is awesome. Love you all. See you in 2 weeks. So next 2 weeks, I don't know yet what I'm doing. It might be something on the sweet side, or maybe different type of vegetable pasta thing. Maybe like daikon parpadelle and zucchini linguine, stuff like that, or maybe some sweet stuff. But I think I'm gonna do the pasta. So thank you again. See you in 2 weeks.